We are now live. All right, let me just double check, make sure we're good to go. All right, yep, we are good to go. We are on point. And let me just make sure. Okay, I don't see you just yet, so let me make sure you're in here. Okay, there you go. All right, perfect.
Hey,
Hey, hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Daily Motivation 365 Days of Consistency, doing the same things over and over again till they become habit. And I know yesterday we were supposed to have a special guest, didn't work out, but we'll have her next week. But this week we have a outstanding speaker, a community advocate, and someone that puts in the work that they speak about. We have international speaker Anthony Davis. Say hi, Anthony.
hey, how everybody doing?
Excellent, excellent. And today we want to talk about. Ouch! I put the wrong title, but hey, it happens, man. It happens.
You good?
Today we want to talk about the bounce back factor. How to bounce back from adversity when things hit you from the blind side, something happens unexpectedly, things are not working out exactly how you planned it for it to go, and you may feel down on yourself. So how do you come back the next day and say, you know what, though things didn't work out yesterday, I'm coming back today full fledged and full forward. So Anthony, I just want to start with you, man. So what would you give to the audience about how to bounce back from adversity?
I'll probably say number one is just your why. Like, why are you doing it? Like, why are you doing it from the beginning? And I think once you take yourself, meaning from a selfish base in a way, like out of the equation, then that why, whether if it's a person or whether if it's a cause, as to the basis, the root of why you continue to wake up in the morning. I think once you focus back on that, then you'll realize try to have that reptile snake skin, and just keep going, you know.
Keep going, man. Do you have any life experience for you or somebody you know that, man, something hit them from the blind side and they had to bounce back to get back into the game?
I'll probably say, for myself, man, really grew up in a homeless shelter. That was very
Mm,
devastating for me, and not seeing a lot of success around. And because I didn't see that success, literally, I had to just keep going. I had to find it. I had to figure out why. I could have gave up, like a lot of people that literally saw in my family. But because I just had that why, I thought about generations to come. I thought about other successful people, the Dr. Kings in the world, the great individuals that I just so happened to see on TV. I was like, I want that. It had to be an opportunity, and just persevere, hard work with faith, dedication, man. And the doors continue to just open up, regardless of what I physically saw. I just really knew in my heart as my why, because I knew one day I was gonna get married and have children, and I didn't want the cycle that I had, that I was birthed into, to be
mm.
repeated for my generation to come.
Oh wow, I completely agree with that. You have to have a deep why. You know, it was my mentor Eric Thomas who said, "When you have a why, you'll find
Yep,
a way to make it happen."
that's it.
That's one of my favorite lines from him because it's so true. Once you have a deep reason why, you'll push yourself every day. You'll wake up early. You'll do the things that other people won't do in order to
Right.
secure your success.
Yes.
And I love that because it reminds me of a story of myself actually when I was in the University of College. I went to school at the University of Central Florida
Go
to
Knights.
receive. Yeah, go Knights.
Knights.
I
Yep.
actually was in Tampa. Go Bulls too. Go Bulls and go Knights.
Yep.
I went to both schools and actually got kicked out of both of them. I
Wow.
first went to Tampa, yep, USF, and I was kicked out actually for stealing a calculus book, believe it or not. And they had a no stealing tolerance
Mhm.
policy, and so they kicked me out. And then I transferred to community college to UCF,
Mhm.
and they kicked me out for not reaching the grade point average.
Wow.
And I remember sitting in my room, man, after the dean had that meeting with the dean, and he said, "You know what? You're gone." How much of a loser I felt like, how much I was so
Mhm.
confused because I already had a plan in my life. And then I'm like
Correct.
trying to think, okay, do I switch my plan? And I knew that it wasn't because of the universe, it wasn't because of anything else exterior of me. It was because
Mhm.
I wasn't putting the work time in, I wasn't putting the study time in, and I wasn't putting the discipline in. And so I bounced back by making a dedication.
That's it.
A dedication. I said, you know what? There is no if, ands, or buts. There is no other options. There's only option A. And option A is to get back in school and graduate. And so I wrote the dean this short paragraph and just promising him that you give me one more chance. You give
Yep.
me one more chance. I will not disappoint. I will bring the grade point average higher than what's
Mm.
needed to be. And I will show you that I could be a prominent student. And I remember 3 weeks later, he emailed me back and said, "Okay, Rich, next semester you got one more chance. It's your last shot." And
Wow.
man, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. I just took it and ran with it,
Yeah.
man. And I ended up graduating with a bachelor's in civil engineering a year and a half later. But it took just
Yeah.
option A, and that's it. And I think in
Mm.
life, sometimes if you give yourself no other options, you'll find a way to make the option A work into your favor. And I did, and I'm blessed in that. And so awesome, man. Awesome. So one last before we go, is there anything else? Hope we have some comments. I want to give some people some love for the comments that they left. Um, if I can actually see them here, I don't know if I can because it's live. And if you're watching, please give us a comment. Let us know where you're from. Let us know where you're at so we can shout you out. And I apologize if I missed you because I was listening to Anthony's story here. But yeah, if you please leave a comment, please like, please share if you feel that this could be beneficial for somebody else. So yeah, lastly, Anthony, what one thing you would say to anyone that's maybe going through some hard times right now? They're in the midst of it.
I probably would say just keep your commitment to your commitments.
Mm,
You know, don't do it from convenience based standpoint. And conveniency is based off of feel good. Okay, today I'm not feeling good about it, so I won't do it. But when you have when you're committed to it, then you will see it all the way through. The same way with you, Rich. You saw it all the way through, even though you got kicked out. You were committed to the cause. You were committed to the mission. I tell anyone the same thing. Whatever the mission is that you're trying to achieve, and it won't feel good physically. However, if you
mm,
persevere, hard work, go back to your core foundations and standards, then you'll realize by you finishing, and that's the biggest thing with commitment, is that if you don't finish,
mm,
the feeling of unfulfillment will always be with you for the rest of your life. So
mm.
stay committed to your actual commitments.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Hey, I couldn't say it any better than myself. You have to stay committed to your commitments, your dedications, and see
Yep.
and hold the vision. Well, my mentor Les Brown always
Yep.
said, hold the vision.
That's right.
Every day, see it, because you know where you're going. It becomes a
Correct.
map for your mind, 100%. So,
Yes.
Anthony, I appreciate you taking your time to speaking with us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you.
Definitely check him out. He's an awesome speaker, somebody that's definitely for the community. And I like to deal and roll with people that actually do and not just speak. Some people speak, but they don't actually do. You
Correct.
actually do and you speak, which is obviously the best type of teachers you can ever have. That's what Robert Kiyosaki called real teachers.
Thank you.
Not a problem, sir. Hey,
Yep.
I thank you guys so much for taking your time. Again, either you could agree with me or not agree with me. Either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for the audience for watching. And if I don't shout you, hey, Terry, thank you for watching. Rosina, thank you for watching. And I appreciate everyone taking your time this morning. Love is love. I appreciate all of you. Namaste. All right. If I can get my mouse over here, stop the boom.